number one paracrackhead. It's Monday. Well, every Monday I feel like a dang rape victim or something. Get it handed to me at my job on Mondays. Every other day of the week seems to be all right, man, but Mondays hurt. So I'm about to go hit that Louisiana butter sauce air. I'm just gonna ride over to the airport just for a change of scenery. Been asked a couple of times about motors, and this is kind of geared towards the new guy who just sort of stumbles into the sport. I don't have experience with every motor. I've seen a lot of them. I've worn a lot of them. I've flown a few of them. You know, there are things that I personally like about some machines and things that I don't like about other machines. It's a real personal thing. It's like asking what kind of pants should I wear? What sort of shoes should I get? A lot of it has to do with the mission. And I hate to speak in these cryptic answers, and I know a lot of people do when you ask somebody, especially somebody who's not selling it. If they're selling it, they're gonna say, oh yeah, you need this gear right here. This is what I'm selling. As a user, you know, I'm really not a fanboy of anything. There's units I've flown. There's always something you don't like about them. There's always something you like about them. You gotta get one that fits you. What type of flying you're gonna do. What sort of altitude you're flying at. What's the wing you're gonna be flying. In my personal case, I require a push button starter because it freaking hurts to jerk on a pull starter. I got a bad shoulder and it hurts to pull start a unit, so E-start is my primary. After that, I'm looking for comfort, lightweight, and reliability. There are motors out there that fit that bill, and there are some that do not. You gotta find what's right for you. I hate that I'm not gonna give you, you know, buy X brand. Lean away from the stuff that costs more than anything else, and I lean away from the stuff that is cheaper than anything else. I think there's a lot of good middle-of-the-road equipment out there that's not gonna bust your bank account for over 10 grand. And there's stuff out there that's used that's good too, man. Don't be scared to buy a motor that's got a couple of bangs on it. These things are made to take a lick. The prop breaks, the cage bends. You put a new prop on it and the thing's probably good. Very little that probably is wrong with it. That's a good buying point. You know, if you find one that's got some damage, maybe you can haggle over it a bit. I don't know, save you some money. You can buy, you know, good gear that's damaged, repair it. That sounds sketchy, but if all the important parts are held together, then all the motors are gonna eventually, something's gonna break, something's gonna come loose. It's just inevitable. These are paramotors. None of them stay together permanently. Shit breaks. It breaks on all of them. Don't give yourself any illusions about if you spend more, you're gonna get a more reliable unit, or it's gonna be better or last longer. There's always something, y'all, always something. I know that's probably not the answer most of you are looking for, but sadly that's the truth. Specifically the gliders, you know, I've made mention a few times, get a newer design. Motor really is not so much of a big deal. Again, your body type, there's so many variables. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. I'd stay away from the cheapest and the most expensive. In between there's a lot of good stuff that you can find and use. And it looks like we're at the airport, so I'm finna hop to it. Woohoo! All right, I think we live now. The air is just as calm as could be. I'm out here at the Spring Hill Airport and got my glider laid out. I think I'm gonna tweak the carb a little bit. I'm gonna tighten the low jet just a few minutes on it. When I say minutes, I'm talking about a clock face. 5 minutes, 10, 15, just maybe about 3 to 4 minutes is all I turn that screw. And I'd adjusted the high the other day, so it's good, but it still sounded a little rich when I was running it on the low jet there. So let's crank her up. Make sure we're secure. Everything's down, clear prop. Boom. I can already tell that it's running smoother on the low end. You know, I hadn't hit the pop-off yet, so it'll crank. I'll finish my warm-up as I'm going over the glider. What's happening is it's sucking all this fresh-cut grass, and it's stirring it around. I don't want any to get sucked into the prop or specifically sucked into the carburetor, so I'm going to do the rest of the warm-up with it on my back. Nice thing about these carriers is you can do your warm-up while you're facing the machine, and you can make any adjustments without worrying about the thing bucking away and killing your ass or cutting a hand off or a head off, because it could do all those things at once in less than a second, less than a fraction of a second. So you got to respect these machines for what they are. These are prop turning machines. That's what they do. They spin a prop. That's their only thing they do. And when that goes haywire, whew, Could be bad news for Mr. Paramotor Pilot that ain't paying attention. So there's your safety 101 briefing for the evening, y'all. You got to respect these machines. Don't care which brand you got or which kind of safety shit that they say is good for them. Let's crank this sucker back up. Clear prop. As with most of my flying, this flight's just kind of impromptu. Hey, it looks all right, I'm gonna go. You know, family was taking care of their stuff, so daddy's gonna come take care of his. I don't know if I've talked about commitment or not, but when you do anything, you gotta commit. Like this launch, I'm gonna commit to it full force. I'm gonna hit the gas. We'll run it out, run, and I'm off. It's the same thing if you're going to be doing acro tricks or if you're coming into land. You got to have a commitment. You know, doing big wing overs. When you're going to swing over the top, you've got to be committed. You can't abort halfway up or you're going to fall into your wing. Commitment is important. If you're making any sort of maneuver or decision, you got to make the decision and then you've got to do it. Oh, beautiful air, beautiful air. Yeah, that little carb adjustment I made, it's running a lot smoother now on the low end. You can really tell the difference. I don't know just how blinded we are by this sunlight and the smoke there, but as you can see, it's just barely moving. There's almost zero movement to the air, but it is moving from out of the south a little bit. I'm gonna come over here and fly in this field just because I like flying in this field over here. Hey, it's my shadow. There's the beacon. How about it? It is a low and slow day today. I like it. Really, really, really like it. Woohoo! Yeah, let's go over here in this field now. Follow this cattle trail. I think I'm gonna go over here and play by the bridges for a minute. With this still air like this, why not? This is when you can get low, when it's real light and gentle like this. Even rotor areas are not that big of a deal. Just straight up cruising. There's the last power line on the road there. It's a beautiful evening. Oh, I can smell the swamp. It doesn't smell real good. Water's been up and it's going back down. Everything's got that murky, muddy smell to it around here. I'm thinking gain a little altitude, do a couple of wing overs. That'll be cool. Alright, I'm gonna do a scan for airplanes. Since I'm over the airport here, I got nothing. Alright, let's cut some wing overs here, huh? That's left, right, left, right, left, right. All right. Woo! And now I'm low again. I'll bleed off that last one. Back to the left. Best way to cool your engine down. Spot landing. What you want to do is you want to go right over your point. Okay, there's my landing right there. And you kill the motor right over the top of it. And then you come around and you land on it. Of course, I've just got mine at idle. And there's my wing bag. Oh, overshot it. Touch and go. All right. Suits me just fine. What a pleasant flight that was. It had everything that was good about it. So that was it. Just an evening flight. Typical evening flight. Now it's time for supper. Time out.